What is up, YouTube Trailspin family? It's February 6th, about 5:30 p.m. About 16 degrees outside. Welcome to Trailspin TV. So, what are we doing today? Well, for the past couple months, I've been having intermittent issues getting the Jeep started. The battery seems to keep dying. I'm not sure if the battery's just bad. It's been really frigidly cold. I do have a lot of accessories hooked up right now, CB radio, power inverter, and I keep leaving the power inverter on. Just like I keep forgetting to turn the microphone on whenever I make a video. So I've been draining the battery down to completely dead. It's happened about 2 or 3 times, and last night I jumped it, I drove it around, I let it idle for a bit, and this morning I went to go start it and it was dead again. So I think just, completely draining the battery over and over again has just killed the battery, and it's time for a replacement. So what I went with was a YellowTop battery by Optima. About $270, $300 with tax, $20 core charge, so like $320 out the door. Pretty expensive battery, but the reason I went with the YellowTop is it's a dual purpose battery. It's great for starting the vehicle, and it's also a deep cycle battery, which means that when the vehicle's not running, it provides a lot of power for a long time. It can be drained down to close to nothing, recharged without any problem. You can do this over and over and over again, which would typically ruin a normal battery. As far as I know, not really an expert on batteries. So this is it right here. Big bright yellow thing. It's the D34 model, which is supposed to be the right fit for Jeep Wrangler. It's supposed to be a hassle-free installation, so hopefully that's the case. There's like a little lid that sits on top that came with looks like a bunch of adapters, some instructions. We don't need those, right? Supposed to be able to use a retaining clip that's already being used for the stock battery, but if not, it did come with a bunch of adapters. Group 78 adapter, Group 48 adapter, Group 65 adapters. So I think we should be good to go. I'm not going to do too much talking with this video. Let's just kind of jump right into it. We're going to have to take the old battery out and put the new battery in. Pretty straightforward. Didn't see a lot of YouTube videos online on doing this on an older Jeep. Mine's a 2010. The battery sits this way rather than this way in a 2010. And so it should be pretty seamless. Let's get started. So we'll start with a 10mm socket here, or 10mm wrench, whatever you got. Loosen up the clamps on the terminals. Take the negative off first, like Mama always said. It's not true. Mama never said that. Mama didn't work on cars. If you can see right here, there's an accessory attached. I'm not really sure what it's for. I haven't traced it back. There is an automatic starter built into this, and whoever wired it didn't do the best job here. So we're going to loosen this up, take all of these off to try to make it easier to get the battery out. Otherwise, all the wiring here is basically going to block us as we try to lift this up. And the gloves come off. Just try to keep my hands warm, but almost got a little zap there, since this is actually touching the battery still. The red side was just stick a cloth under here to stop that from touching. Sorry for all the sniffling, but it's really cold out here. I don't have any heat in my garage. I've tried all kinds of different heating solutions. Haven't found anything that works. It's a non-insulated garage. The building's like super old. Now I'm looking at it, I'm thinking man, this is just terrible. And they got another wire coming right through here. Same accessory, I'm guessing. So we'll take that off as well. I have a switch bay being delivered. It's the Apollo Intech. I'm not really sure the model number. It's a little switch panel that mounts above the rearview mirror in the cabin. And one single wire runs from the switch bay to a relay center that gets installed in here. I think it's on the other side. So a lot of these accessories are not going to get wired today. Just going to hook up the main terminal so I can start the Jeep. I really would like to know who put this in originally, because it did a terrible job. So, really don't need to go hooking up all kinds of crazy stuff today. I'm just going to tuck everything up out of the way so I'll get zip tied before we start the vehicle. So the little retaining clip that holds the battery in place right here. Just needs to come out. That's also a 10mm. This is the bolt that goes in. Yes, it goes on and on. How long is this thing? Yay! That's a little retaining clip. Oh, looks like we're bleeding. That's the retaining clip that holds the battery in place. So we'll see if we get to reuse that. Can the video still be rated PG-13 if you're bleeding? Or does it have to be rated R? All right, let's try to get this thing out of here. Of course, there's no handle. This actually has a Kia battery in it. I didn't even know Kia made batteries. I can't seem to find a date on it, so I have no idea how old it is. Normally it would be like punched in the bottom, but doesn't appear to have been punched. Now this beast, stick that in there. So on the back side, the lip of the battery just kind of sticks underneath this little retaining clip. You probably can't see it. And then it came with this this red one down here, which lines right up with the hole. See how it kind of curves around the curve of the battery, and that'll hold that in place. You just got to use the original bolt. Still bleeding. And I'm currently using a garage rag to wipe the blood away. My wife is a doctor. If she saw me doing that, she'd kill me. I think I got my tetanus shot pretty recently. A couple years ago. How often are you supposed to get those? Who has time for all that? Well, it's time to always be going to the doctor for shots. I'll put the never-ending bolt back in. I just wanted to take a second and point out something that I really love about Jeeps. The hood was kind of blocking me from doing what I wanted to do. I couldn't put the new battery in or get the old battery out. But thanks, Jeep. Thanks for thinking of us. The hood can go all the way back. It's just getting stuck on my garage crossbeam there. But otherwise, it could have went all the way back to the windshield. But got plenty of room to do whatever I want. That ain't going nowhere. This thing doesn't seem to want to stop bleeding. They didn't even drink today. So just tightening the clamps back onto the terminals here. Like I said, I'm going to leave all the auxiliary stuff disconnected for now, because tomorrow we'll be putting on the switch bank, and all that stuff's going to get wired directly into it instead of the battery. So we can go one night without an LED bar, I think. And a winch, hopefully. It's a little snowy outside, you never know. That scared the shit out of me. So, negative battery for the winch, positive battery for the winch. Positive and negative for who knows what. I really don't know. Could be heated seats, could be automatic starter. This Jeep came with some things that are not stock when I bought it used. Doesn't look like this is going to reach anymore anyway, so I'm probably going to have to redo that, whatever it is. It could be, I don't know, who knows what it is. I guess we'll find out in a second. If the heated seats don't work, then that's what that was. Just a fuse and a positive and negative for the LED bar and cubes, and positive and negative for power inverter, which is also hooked up to the CV radio. So don't need any of that stuff tonight. So we'll just tape all this stuff off, strap it up, get it out of the way, and should be good to go. Let's start her up. Nice bright dome lights, that's a good sign. I don't remember if the keys are in here. I'm not very organized today, I will admit that. So that's pretty much it. That was pretty painless. All in all, probably took about 20 minutes. In fact, most of that time was taken up by me looking for a bolt that I lost. Not a bolt. Most of that time was taken up by me looking for a nut that I lost. I actually ran the video back and looked to see what I did with it. I kind of just set it on top of the air filter, and I must have knocked it down when I went to grab the camera. I have no idea where it is. Luckily, I had a little 10mm bolt laying around, 10mm screw laying around. Luckily, I had a little 10mm nut just kind of laying on my workbench over here. Not the same one. This one is brand new. I really have no idea where it came from, but it was here. Worked no problem. I'll get a better one tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be putting in the switch panel. That probably will take a little bit longer, but not too worried about that. Instructions seem pretty straightforward. I've heard Apollo Tech's a great company, and they have very detailed instructions with colored pictures and all that fun stuff. If you found this video helpful, feel free to click that subscribe button, maybe the notification bell if you feel like ringing that. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.